Okay, so this is demo of the robot. You can see the robot connected via some wires to the top. And on this side we have 7 of the top sensors. And on this side we have the 3 bottom sensors. So I will show you the difference between the set of sensors. How wide it can detect and how long it can detect and so on. So you can see the graph here, which has 4 lines, a blue and a black, which represents the angle to the enemy, and a red and a green, which represents the size of an enemy. This is for the 2 different, sides of the robot. So if I put something here, you can see that the black and the green line changed. And if I place it here instead, you can see that the red and the blue line changed. Here you can see that the red one is dropping. That's because the sensors are interfering with themselves. I have to fix this by scheduling them and stuff, but for now they are like this. I can also filter this out. The angle, which is the important value, is not acting like this because that has some filtering on it. But the red line, which is area, does this. I will filter it out or schedule it to be removed. But for now, let's ignore that. So we can put this object at about 180 degrees on the robot. So let's see it. Let's see where it is. Okay, so here the black line locks onto it. The black line here is the angle. You can see it's sometimes dropping out, maybe because it's just in the border. If I move it a bit more, it should have no problem detecting it. And the green one here is the size of the enemy. Here it's kind of small, the green one, because only one sensor is seeing it. But if you move it here, you can see that the black line tracks and the green line increases because more sensors can see it. If you continue here, you can see that it tracks and it tracks. And we can put it basically 180 degrees on the other side. And there just lost it. So if we put it a bit closer, you can see it's kind of sees it. And here it's okay. So it's about 180 degrees. And the distance it can see it at. So here you can see that the black and the green is still seeing it. If we move it back a bit further, it's still okay. Back a bit further. It's still okay, but you know it's gonna fall off here. But yeah, that's quite a long reach. And if we do the same for the other side, so here was 7 sensors. Here we only have 3 sensors, so this will be a bit more, quantized, so to say. So here, if we take it through, you can see that the blue line is tracking. You can see that it's more condensation on it, and also the red line there is, you can see it's dropping out. But here the angle that it detects, it's not as wide. So you can see that here we have it can detect it at this angle, which is not 180 degrees, kind of like 90 degrees or something total vision. If I move it across here, it tracks, and it loses it about here. So that will be about 90 degrees or so vision. And the distance that this can see at, let's see, somewhere around here maybe. Yeah, somewhere around here. Okay, so that's maybe kind of the same distance. And there is also one last feature I would like to show you. And that would be the edge sensors. You can see here 2 green, bars of some sort, basically. So if I put my hand close here, you can see the green lines are going up. If I close, the green lines are going down. So if the robot comes here, now ignore the graphs here, just look at the green bars here. It goes along here. That here they are peaking and seeing the line, which is well before it actually reaches the line. So it's somewhere around here maybe. It sees the line. It's quite digital, this. Like just a centimeter further gives a lot of virtual value. Yeah, so it's seeing. And then if the size of the enemy here, you can see the green line has gone up a bit. Because the top sensors also see this to some extent. But you can see that the green lines here, the edge sensors, are very high. while the size of the enemy is very low. So then we can conclude that this is not an enemy, this is in fact the edge. And depending on the relations, if I go in at an angle here, you can see that one of the lines is much higher than the other line. So we can see the direction that we're going into the angle, to the border at. So then we should turn and so on. So that's how this function works. So well, it's kind of working. I have to do some more filtering and add the 7 sensors on this side. And then I have a simple sensor fusion algorithm that fuses basically the sensor information. So we just have one angle and distance here and one angle and distance here, coming from the 2 decks of sensors on each side. And then also the ultrasonic sensors, which is just, if they see something, then turn quickly, because something is here on the side. And these are, depending on the element I use, either 180 degrees or about 30 degrees, so that's like something like this maybe. So I will first try with the narrow beams, but then I will try with the wide beams. But maybe the wide beams will see the tires, I don't really know. So well, that's all for today. So it's working good. Bye.